Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, I'm so sick.
On July 30th, 2021, Officer James Reynolds of the Fort Worth Police Department pulled over pregnant language teacher Vilmaris Montalvo while she was driving.
But they pull her over for grooming our children with education. That's what they should have pulled her over for. Teacher, I call them groomers, okay? What's their job? Teaching our children about homosexuality. That's what. Not math.
Driving to pick up her husband from the hospital after surgery in Fort Worth, Texas.
Good
According
one.
to Officer Reynolds, he initiated the traffic stop because Ms. Montalvo did not move over or slow down when passing a stopped emergency vehicle, and Ms. Montalvo did not pull over for several miles after he activated his cruiser's emergency lights. Ms. Montalvo eventually stopped her vehicle in a parking lot, and the interaction that followed was captured by Officer Reynolds' body camera.
Get out of the car, ma'am. You're under arrest.
Damn, this guy's just jumping to it.
And don't make me pull you out.
Don't make me pull you out.
What's wrong?
Transmitter back.
Please let me call my husband.
Get in the car.
He's in the hospital waiting for me. Oh my gosh, please help me.
Sit down. Talk to him. Get in the car, ma'am.
I got 5226 coming.
She's under arrest. She's going to jail on a cash bond for failing to vacate the lane closest to an emergency vehicle and for failing to yield to an emergency vehicle.
After handcuffing Ms. Montalvo
What?
and placing her back in the vehicle.
Bro, what the fuck?
I mean, you should be arrested for that, just to be clear. You absolutely should be arrested for that. Literally, somebody could have died because of that, just to be clear.
Dude, yo, I'm sorry.
Going to jail for driving? No, going to jail for not getting out of the way of an emergency vehicle. You should go to jail for that. Absolutely, you should. 100% you should. Somebody can die because you don't get out of the way of an emergency vehicle. 100%.
Sorry, but that's insane. The things I'm thinking right now are definitely violations of the terms of service, okay? The things I want for...
or at least gets your license suspended. Just to be clear, when I'm saying jail, I'm talking about like a holding cell. Because that's the difference between jail and prison, isn't it? Is the jail is like a holding cell inside of a thing? Or actually, is it? I don't remember.
Happened to this cop, I cannot say out loud. That is fucking psychotic. That is fucking insane. What a gross example. What a glaringly obvious example of just another.
Why didn't she get out of the way? Seems like a wild thing to do maliciously. I have no idea. I think that the cop came in too heavy, like way too heavy. You should have like asked what the hell was going on. But you being arrested and like spending the night in jail over that, yeah, based. If you don't get out of the way of an emergency vehicle, you're a piece of shit. But I need to know why they didn't do it.
Fucking dickhead who is power hungry. Say it on kick.com. Yeah, maybe.
Officer Reynolds states that Ms. Montalvo is going to jail on a cash bond. According to Article 17.01 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, quote, bail is the security given by the accused that he will appear and answer before the proper court the accusation brought against him, and includes a bail bond or a personal bond. A bail bond is when a bail bond company pays the defendant's bail in exchange for a fee, typically 10% of the total bond amount. If the defendant appears in court as required, the bail is refunded to the bond company, but the 10% fee is retained. If the defendant fails to appear in court and the bail is forfeited, the defendant or the person who obtained the bond is responsible for repaying the entire amount to the bail bond company. Generally, Article 17.028 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure requires that, quote, without unnecessary delay, but not later than 48 hours after a defendant is arrested, a magistrate shall order, after individualized consideration of all circumstances, that the defendant be granted personal bond with or without conditions, granted surety or cash bond with or without conditions, or denied bail in accordance with the Texas Constitution and other law. However, Article 14.06 clarifies that, quote, a peace officer who is charging a person with committing an offense that is a Class C misdemeanor may, instead of taking the person before a magistrate, issue a citation. And Article 17.20 states that, quote, in cases of misdemeanor, the sheriff or other peace officer may, where the officer has a defendant in custody, take the defendant's bail. As we will discuss later in this episode, both of the traffic offenses that Officer Reynolds has accused Ms. Montalvo of committing are Class C misdemeanors punishable by a fine only. So it is possible that a court would conclude that Officer Reynolds would be within his discretion to require cash bond. However, Section 543.003 of the Texas Transportation Code states that, quote, an officer who arrests a person for a violation of this subtitle punishable as a misdemeanor and who does not take the person before a magistrate shall issue a written notice to appear in court. And Section 543.005
God
states
damn!
That, quote, to secure release, the person arrested must make a written promise to appear in court by signing the written notice prepared by the arresting officer. The officer shall then promptly release the person from custody. While the interplay between these statutes is complicated at the very least, Ms. Montalvo would have a colorable argument that Officer Reynolds would either be required to take her in.
I can't believe I had to go. I get PTSD from actually having to go to prison after being charged with petty possession charge. I was surrounded by violent offenders and SOs for over a year for pot. It makes me furious. That's what I get for being born in Texas, I guess. That's insane, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Glad you're all right now.
In front of a magistrate, or issue a written notice to appear in court and release her upon signing a promise to appear, and that he would not have the authority to unilaterally
Don't do pot in a place where it's illegal. Bro, I didn't. Man, like, it sucks that happened to you, but like, Jesus Christ.
require her to pay cash bond in this situation.
Ma'am, you want to leave your car here? Or you want me to?
What's up? Like, is he fucking boys with a bail bondsman? Is that what it is? Is that what's gonna happen? I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Cops are always fucking homies with the bail bondsman.
Did Hassan wish
like,
dead on the cop yet?
For the boy, you know, hey, we got a new one coming your way. All right.
Pound it.
Your incident has been updated.
My husband is in the hospital having surgery. He's waiting for me.
Ma'am, I understand. Why do you think it's okay for you to do what you did? Why do you think?
I don't understand what I did.
I've been behind you for 5
I
miles.
didn't realize you were following me.
You are
God.
not
I'm
believable.
on my way to look in the hospital to see my husband.
Do you have a? Where's your driver's license?
It's in my wallet.
Is this your purse?
No. Please, will you explain to me what's going on?
Ma'am, I feel silly explaining to you what's going on. You're an adult, and you have a driver's license. So you know that when a police car gets behind you, turns on the lights and turns on the siren, and I stay behind, stop. You asked me to explain, I'm doing that. When that happens, you are required to yield, to pull over and stop immediately, not 5 miles later. And there are consequences for our actions. When we do something good, we're rewarded. When we do something bad, there's a penalty. Your penalty today is, I'm going to put you in jail. And that's so that you don't think you can get away with this tomorrow. You're under arrest and you're going to jail.
Yeah, God forbid. God forbid you think
This cop is kind of a piece of shit about it. But I understand getting upset at the fact that you followed somebody. Apparently, I think it was for 2 or 3 miles was what was said. 2 or 3 miles. He said 5 miles, but I think it was said previously that it was 2 or 3 miles with the lights on. That shit would be aggravating as fuck, especially for what they got the sirens turned on about. But yeah.
God fucking.
Do you think it's weird we released an arms dealer to get Brittany Griner free from Russian prison on weed charges when we have Americans in prison for weed here? Didn't fucking Biden do the fucking federal whatever shit with the weed? Am I tripping on that? I thought he tried to do that. That was for federal cases, though, I think, not state cases. My Discord, not yours. But, I don't know. Brittany Griner, it sucks that, I don't know, maybe this is a controversial opinion or whatever, but I think Brittany Griner's a fucking idiot. That they didn't deserve to get, like, that much time in you know, Russian jail for what they did. They didn't deserve it, but yeah. You went to Russia with weed, like it's your own fucking fault.
Forbid.
I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm a conservative. I'm very much on personal responsibility. Low tier gods content has gotten to me a lot, bro. Just, if you don't want to get arrested, stop doing illegal shit. Like, I'm sorry, like, unironically, if you want to not get arrested, stop doing illegal shit. Literally. Sorry. It's tough to break it to you. Don't do illegal shit if you don't want to get arrested.
That you don't see a cop behind you, you know what I mean, with the lights on. I mean, and you commit the worst, grossest mistake, the worst crime. Once again, you know what I mean? Which is to offend the sensibilities of a cop by not noticing them.
Listen to me.
What?
Listen to me. I realized right there.
Is it common knowledge accidentally having weed will get you, what was it, 9 years? I don't know, but you know it's illegal and you're a piece of shit if you complain about getting arrested for doing something illegal, especially in a place where you have no, like, power. Like in a foreign land. Yeah, you're just like, I don't know. I have literally no sympathies for that person. Like, at all, whatsoever. So, yeah. I honestly did not care. That like, it felt bad to me that they were essentially being used as, like, a political pawn, because that's what was happening. But, like, don't be a fucking idiot.
In that light right there, and I have police car behind me.
That is not believable, ma'am.
Outside.
Officer Reynolds explains to Ms. Montalvo that he's
Clearly, you know, the emergency was so fucking bad that he had enough time to just deal with her instead. You know what I mean? He's like, I mean, I could have been going over to an emergency and you would have been in my way. Like, clearly it's not that big of a fucking deal, not that big of an emergency if you're, you know, spending all your time with her.
going to put her in jail for failing to vacate the lane closest to an emergency vehicle and failing to yield to an emergency vehicle. According to the police report Officer Reynolds authored on this encounter, Ms. Montalvo allegedly, quote, failed to vacate the lane closest to an emergency vehicle and failed to slow to 20 miles per hour or more under the posted speed. The report also states that when Officer Reynolds initiated a traffic stop, Ms. Montalvo, quote, failed to yield for approximately 4.8 miles. Section 545.157 of the Texas Transportation Code requires that when approaching a stationary authorized emergency vehicle using visual signals, quote, an operator shall vacate the lane closest to the vehicle when driving on a highway with 2 or more lanes traveling in the direction of the vehicle, or slow to a speed not to exceed 20 miles per hour less than the posted speed limit when the posted speed limit is 25 miles per hour or more, or 5 miles per hour when the posted posted speed limit is less than 25 miles per hour. Additionally, Section 545.156 of the Texas Transportation Code states that, quote, on the immediate approach of a police vehicle lawfully using only an audible or visual signal, an operator shall yield the right of way, immediately drive to a position parallel to and as close as possible to the right-hand edge or curb of the roadway clear of any intersection, and stop and remain standing until the authorized emergency vehicle has passed. As mentioned earlier in this episode, both of these traffic offenses are misdemeanors that are only punishable by a fine of up to $200, according to Section 542.301 and 542.401 of the Texas Transportation Code. Despite this, as we will discuss further in a moment,
That's pretty insane, though, that they're just misdemeanors. I guess it makes sense. That's insane, though.
both Texas state law and the Supreme Court's interpretations of the Fourth Amendment unambiguously authorize Officer Reynolds to arrest Ms. Montalvo for either violation.
You can call your husband, you can come scoot in. You're still going to jail, and you can tell him where your car is. Where's your husband?
In the hospital.
Which one? Can he drive?
Medical City for work.
Do you have family there that I can give this key
It's
to?
only him. He can drive. He just had surgery.
Okay. No, I don't have. It'll be good.
Do I know where I'm going?
You're going to Fort Worth jail.
Forward where?
Jail. And I'm not accusing you of running from me. You are not running from me. The reason I pulled you over in the first place, come on now, ma'am, was because you didn't move out of the left lane. There were three police cars stopped in the left shoulder.
I'm sorry, did you realize? I'm sorry. This is my first time.
It's
going through
unbelievable.
this.
I don't believe it. Come on now, ma'am. Is he still going to have his surgery?
He had surgery. He was discharged.
Oh, okay.
They were waiting for me.
Okay.
Oh, she got pulled over for passing a cop during a stop and not slowing down. I got ticketed for that once. Oh.
And it was in my lunch time. I'm a teacher.
And what?
I'm wondering what the fuck possessed her to forget the rules of the road.
I was during my lunch time. I'm a teacher, and I was going to pick him up. So I go to a...
You have a degree, a college degree.
Yes, sir.
And you have a driver's license because I've seen it. And you're telling me.
I mean, this is like, I love stories like this because, like, it shows even in the most innocuous, even in the most, like, marginal instances that do not warrant this level of reaction, cops still cannot exercise decency. Like, it's just, like, this is a moment where, like, every human being will be like,
Is this people in Hassan's chat posting this? Well, you know, it is Hassan's chat after all. These are the comments that Hassan loves inside of his chat.
you know what? I'm sorry. I fucked up. You're clearly disheveled.
Guarantee that guy's not banned, by the way.
Like, you're clearly, like, I fucked your day up. You know what I mean? But, like, they have to be, like, little terrorizers. In every interaction, cops have to utilize the most excessive kind of force and just terrorize you. Okay? They have to. They have to traumatize you. They have to terrorize you. They have to antagonize you. Like, they can't not do it. They can't just be.
I'm wondering if Hassan ever watches cop videos of shootings. Because there's so many different shooting cop videos where the cop, like, gets shot or fucking dies because they didn't want to, like, do the exact thing he blames all cops for doing. The problem is he has a very one-dimensional view of everything. He's not a smart man. He's a very dumb man. And so he doesn't look at actual content that a lot of cops are the reality for a lot of cops, which is if you don't treat everybody as if they could be a threat, it might be that you walk up on somebody who is a threat and you aren't ready for it. It's a problem, right? I'm not sure if I've watched some of these videos, but some of these videos that I've seen, you know, makes cops look terrible, and some of these videos makes cops look really base. The problem is he's only watching the videos where cops look bad, only broadcasting them, only talking about them. There's multiple different videos you can see of cops just walking up to random people and then getting shot in the head, and then they're just dead. There's multiple different of those videos. I saw a video this year of a cop having a gun pointed at his fucking head, and all because he didn't treat some random dude as a threat. He didn't treat him as a threat. Some random dude who was looking a bit edgy. He didn't treat him as a threat, and then he got a gun pointed at his head. Thank God when he got shot. I think he got shot in the armor. I think, but I don't know. He wasn't killed instantly.
A normal human being.
Are you sure he's dumb, or he actively chooses to? The reason why I think he's dumb is because if he was smart enough to actively just pick and choose, I guess he could be, you know, malicious and dumb or whatever, but he's at the very least dumb because he makes horrible arguments, makes terrible points, and makes himself look stupid quite frequently. So if he is malicious, he's malicious and dumb. And I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Would you watch the first Counterpoints Destiny convo? It's only like an hour long. God damn, are you going to ask me every day? No, I can't today because I only have like an hour left that I can stream.
And not a fucking piece of shit.
I'll probably try to tomorrow.
Like, who wakes up every morning and goes, nope, time to fuck someone's day up?
Well, Indrid, my point is supposed to be not that all cops are going to act as RoboCop and we'd better just get used to it. My point is that, you know, these cops being antagonistic to people is not unwarranted. There are so many situations where it's a completely normal day, just a cop. Like, the amount of videos, the amount of instances of cops just walking up to people on the side of the road or whatever, and it's just some dude who's hanging out, and he's just like, yo, what's up? And the cop is like, hey, what's going on? And then the dude just pulls a gun on the cop. Like, what are you supposed to take away from that situation then? Oh, yeah, let me just do that again and hope it doesn't happen again. Like, it is a human thing for cops to be antagonistic towards the population because of a small group of people that might just fucking kill them if they don't, like, get ready for the threat at every moment. Which is a problem. But no, it's as simple as cops are pieces of shit who do an easy job. Fuck the police, defund the police.
Makes no sense.
Just be honest with me for this long. Just be honest with me. You're telling me that you didn't know that I was behind you trying to make you stop until the red light before.
You're falling for the lie. I'm in construction. My job is far more dangerous. No, the problem is that there's a lot of people that will take the, the death toll for police, for being a cop. And they'll say, like, or even on the job injuries. And they'll say shit like it's not a dangerous job. That is a juvenile way of looking at the situation. Because a part of the reason why that death toll is the way that it is because cops are doing things antagonistic towards the community. They're treating a lot of people as if they're a threat because they just might be. So because cops are being careful about their job and are lowering their rates of death, lowering their rates of injury, we're saying that it's not a dangerous job, whereas if they did operate in the fashion that even I would like to see, hopefully, idealistically, cops interact with people, they're just not going to be able to do it. Like, I want to. I don't know if I could do it on YouTube. I want to go through the compilations, all of the different videos of cops just walking up and getting shot. And I'm not saying that you're going to get shot if you just walk up to a random person. But the fact of the matter is, it's a dangerous situation to be in. Yeah, stats are juvenile. Great take. No, it's the way that you're using the stats is juvenile.
I swear that was an accident or something. I didn't think it was me.
Yeah, true. Like the stream. Like the YouTube stream. Come on, you guys can like the stream. Come on.
Because
Gore stream poggers? Well, it's not even gore. It's just cops getting shot. Is what it is. But yeah. Like, it doesn't show anything. It's just like a cop getting shot and they go like, because they probably got hit in the body armor. But either way, you guys could like the stream. We could probably push this to 70 likes. We'll probably get this to 70 likes. Something that is probably realistic. If you guys like this kind of content, if you want to see me stream on YouTube more, which I like streaming on YouTube, I think it's a very fun experience, then give a like. Come on now.
Come on, man. I was so close to not bringing her in. I'm just writing her a ticket.
When Ms. Montalvo explains that she did not notice that Officer Reynolds was trying to stop her until the intersection before she pulled over, Officer
Hassan literally does the same shit with cop videos that racists do with the black gang violence. It's exactly the same. Look at this one instance of a cop doing a bad thing, therefore they're all bad. That's what he's doing. He's literally doing the Count Dankula YouTube videos are my evidence meme.
Reynolds orders her to enter the jail and makes a comment to himself about how quote-unquote close he was to just writing her a ticket, implying that he's only arresting her because he does not believe her story. The Supreme Court determined in the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista that the Fourth Amendment does not prohibit an officer from making a warrantless arrest for misdemeanor offenses punishable only by fines, such as the ones in this situation, holding that, quote, if an officer has probable cause to believe that an individual has committed even a very minor criminal offense in his presence, he may, without violating the Fourth Amendment, arrest the offender. In this instance, Texas state law also explicitly authorizes Officer Reynolds to arrest Ms. Montalvo, as Section 543.001 of the Texas Transportation Code states that, quote, any peace officer may arrest without warrant a person found committing a violation of this subtitle. Although it is not applicable to this situation, it is also important to note that the Supreme Court decided in the 2008 case of Virginia versus Moore that officers do not violate the Fourth Amendment by making an arrest based on probable cause, even when the arrest is prohibited by state law. In this case, an individual was arrested for driving on a suspended license, despite the fact that Virginia state law required the officers to issue a summons instead of making an arrest. The court explained that, quote, in a long line of cases, we have said that when an officer has probable cause to believe a person committed even a minor crime in his presence, the arrest is constitutionally reasonable, and noted that in previous decisions, when a state chooses to protect privacy beyond the level that the Fourth Amendment requires, the court had, quote, treated additional protections exclusively as matters of state law, partially because, quote, linking Fourth Amendment protections to state law would cause them to vary from place to place and from time to time. The court ultimately concluded that, quote, warrantless arrests for crimes committed in the presence of an arresting officer are reasonable under the Constitution, and that while states are free to regulate such arrests however they desire, state restrictions do not alter the Fourth Amendment's protections. Therefore, even if Texas law explicitly prohibited Officer Reynolds from arresting Ms. Montalvo for a traffic offense, a court would almost certainly determine that he did not violate the Fourth Amendment by arresting her.
Right over here, please. So let me ask you this. So even if you knew I just wanted to pass you, why wouldn't you pull over and let me pass you?
They can't help you, sorry.
What the fuck?
It's okay.
What?
I'll take it now. Not coming in here? Man, listen, I'm going to write you a bunch of tickets, and I'm going to take you back. And I don't even know what to tell you. I would tell you how you should have behaved, but you know that.
What do you think about Hassan's drip? It's pretty bad. He looks like a rug at a pediatric facility, like at a kid's doctor's office, is what he looks like. You know, one of those play mats that kids like play on top of, like the rug. That's what he looks like to me. Why is he still asking after admitting to not believing her? I don't know.
There's nothing I can tell you that you don't know. You're just not being honest with me.
To be honest, I swear to God, I mean, I'm a Christian believer. I'm not lying. Maybe I was so distracted I didn't realize.
No.
Didn't you find out about drip a couple of weeks ago? No, I've known what's drip for a long time, Cold. I just never chose to actually go out of my way to acquire the drip. The arrest is a bit overboard, honestly. I agree. I think that this person could have done with just a talking to or whatever, but I think them choosing to do it is perfectly fine if that's what they want to do. But I definitely wouldn't have done it because I don't think this person's gonna learn a lesson by being in jail. In comparison, like a stern talking to should have been enough. I don't know why it's so unbelievable that she is just unaware. Because it's illegal to be unaware. She has a driver's license to be unaware. And it is perhaps the most common rule of the road that you know of. Like, right? When a cop is behind you with the sirens on, you pull over. That is a thing that everybody knows, even people without driver's license.
Yeah, lights on the light.
Just stop. Just stop. Come on out, ma'am. You're free to go. I wrote your ticket for not moving over.
Officer Reynolds eventually issued a citation charging Ms. Montalvo with failing to vacate the lane closest to an emergency vehicle and failing to yield the right-of-way to an emergency vehicle, both of which are misdemeanor offenses. The court records show that the failure to yield charge was dismissed prior to...
They play so fast and loose with like how traumatic this shit is too. Like you just like arrested a person, like handcuffed them for no reason. When you handcuff someone, you're hurting them physically, okay? The entire purpose of the handcuffs are so that you can't move. It restricts your body. It contorts your body in a way that like makes it impossible for you to fucking stand appropriately. You've traumatized them. You've hurt them mentally. You've hurt them physically. Oh, you
nigga, you're in handcuffs. You'll live.
You did it all. For what? You humiliated them. For no.
What? Yo, bro, I would arrest this bitch, but dude, I don't want her to lose street cred, so I gotta make sure I don't arrest this chick. She might lose some clout if I arrest her. It's pretty embarrassing.
No reason other than your own personal weakness in that very moment. You're a weak person. You're a weak-willed individual.
To be honest, if somebody gets followed by a cop for 5 miles until they notice they need to get their license revoked, a day in jail is a steal compared to that. I agree, Wasabi. I think that person should have their license revoked. Well, maybe that's what you maybe you don't think. I think they should. That is insane. You don't just forget that. The first thing I'm thinking is it's a fake license. That is the first thing that I'm thinking. How do you go, I just forgot? Like, do you have like memory problems? Like, how the fuck do you forget a cop is behind you with sirens? Oh, I just forgot you have to pull over? What? No, your license is fake. It is a fake license. They never went through driving school. There is no way. Fuck, I don't even know how you could be that old and not know that.
You're a weak individual in general, and you just did that. Like, to prove a point? What's the point? Just fucking power tripping.
It's not that serious? It's a pretty serious thing to forget one of the most fundamental rules of the road. Because you don't just forget that. There's probably some kind of memory issue or something there. There is no way that you just forget a cop car following you for 5 miles. There's no way you just, oh, I don't know, I didn't remember. That's not a thing.
Trial on June 16th, 2022,
a
and that Ms.
pregnant
Montalvo
woman,
was
man.
granted
That's
a
crazy.
so-called deferred disposition, which allows the charge to be dismissed after the successful completion of a period of probation for the charge of failing to vacate the lane closest to the emergency vehicle. After the incident, Ms. Montalvo filed a complaint with the Fort Worth Police.
But does she seem malignant with that action or just negligent? It seems negligent to a point of concern. This is like a mother forgetting that her kid was sitting at school for like 7 hours. It's like, you don't forget that. You just don't forget about something so fundamental. You don't forget that. Like, you don't forget sirens being behind you, you pull over. You don't forget that. That's not something you forget. There is probably a memory problem. There is probably an issue where this person has, I don't know, some kind of memory issue where they're not able to remember fundamental things that are necessary to keep themselves safe and other people safe on the road, right? You don't just forget these things. It is probably symptomatic of some kind of deeper issue, or they were just lying. Like, oops, my bad, I forgot.
Department. And after she received a letter clearing Officer Reynolds of any wrongdoing, she filed another complaint with the Office of Police Oversight Monitor. As a result of her complaints, the Fort Worth Police Department...
If it's that serious, should they have a license? I think they should have their license temporarily suspended until they complete a course.
conducted an internal affairs investigation, which was monitored by the Oversight Monitor. As of July 2021, when this interaction occurred, Officer Reynolds had received 29 citizen complaints. While only 8 of these complaints were so-called substantiated, some of the unsubstantiated allegations determined that Officer Reynolds had behaved, quote, very unprofessionally. As a result of the investigation's findings, Officer Reynolds was suspended for 7 days. Overall, Officer Reynolds gets a C- for unnecessarily arresting Ms. Montalvo for minor traffic offenses, speaking to Ms. Montalvo in a callous and condescending manner throughout the encounter, and allowing his emotions to dictate his decisions instead of relying.
Texas is insane, bro. He got 7 days for that.
He did come in hot. He literally walked up to her car and was like, "You're being arrested." It's like, Jesus Christ.
Also, my favorite part of Audit the Audit is like when they rate 29 previous complaints, 7 days. But yeah, like I said, my favorite is when they're like, okay, this police officer bludgeoned the black suspect's skull cavity with a baton. I give it an F for using the wrong form and wrong application of pressure. It's like, that's insane. And then they rate the fucking the person being arrested as well. It's like the most insane part of their content, but it also, I do like it in a way, because I have content skulls. So like, in a very unhinged way, I do appreciate that they do that.
Relying on common sense police practices. Although Officer Reynolds was within his legal authority to arrest Ms. Montalvo for her traffic violations, it was an excessive and unproductive overreaction to do so. And the fact that he chose to arrest Ms. Montalvo before hearing her side of the story and discovering the circumstances that likely contributed to her driving errors provides further evidence that Officer Reynolds decided to arrest her because he was angry that she did not immediately yield to his authority. This interaction is yet another example of the abuses of power that can occur when officers make decisions based on their egos rather than their training, and are driven by their emotional responses rather than a desire to protect and serve their communities. Ms. Montalvo gets a B, because while I have a tremendous amount of empathy for the stress caused by a loved one having surgery, if she truly did not notice that Officer Reynolds was attempting to pull her over for nearly 5 miles, she was not paying enough attention to the road to safely drive her vehicle. Life is full of stressful situations, and it is vital to the safety of everyone on the road that drivers do not get behind the wheel.
They rate the victims, dude. I love this channel so much. It's so unhinged. It's so unhinged, bro.
Have you watched the cop that just headshot some dude for holding an axe like 20 feet away? Yeah, that was... I don't even understand, like, in theory, what happened. That was one of the most wild shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, no, they do that. They do, bro. They do it for...
The victims, yeah, by the way.
All I'm gonna...
Someone explain Hassan's laughing. It's a fake laugh in order to... I guess make it seem like he's laughing.
Say is they do that for every case that I've seen so far. There's something very insane about
No, I haven't, Larry.
rating police brutality victims in the way that they were brutalized. Okay? No, literally, they do it. Like we watched one where like cops literally beat the shit out of like an old black man. And they rated like the way that the old black man was reacting to being beaten up.
I'd have to watch the video. I can guarantee you he's lying about it. I can guarantee you about that. And the reason why is because what Audit the Audit will do is rate people based on how they interact with the cops that might escalate the situation. So the way that Hassan sees it is there was a use of force by police officers, and therefore the victim can never do any wrong. But what he refuses to take into account is that a victim might escalate the situation to the point where use of force might be necessary from the cops. And so he's, I guess, making whatever meme he wants to about this, I guess.
Or did they not rate him? Am I wrong? Do I remember it wrong? I thought they did. I thought they gave him like an A because he didn't because he didn't deserve it or something. No, they didn't, bro. Hassan, stop lying. Maybe I remember it wrong.
Either way, I know he does. He has in other situations. But I guess on
You
this
remember
one,
right, but he
misremembered.
stopped doing it. That one he said they could rate it, waiting for him to rate her husband in the hospital.
Yeah, American leftists.
Oh yeah, this was the good cop.
Conviction to hold Mr. Duke.
Oh no, they rated the other cop. Okay, never mind. Maybe that's why I'm. Maybe that's what my confusion came
Mr.
from.
Dukes for an appropriate use of force
Oh,
without
is this
knowing
one?
any of the details beyond what Mr. Dukes had told him.
They gave the guy an F, and then they gave the other cop an A+. I guess they didn't rate the
encounter.
victims.
It could certainly be argued that both Mr. Gaillard and Mr. Julian were both victims of police misconduct, one by way of physical violence and the other by an attempt to avoid accountability. It should be noted that Mr. Julian made a legitimate effort to gather then Officer Dukes' personnel information, presumably in an effort to file.
It's not applicable. Well, now we could do it, but we're not going to. Oh, I love this channel, man. I mean, it's a
Wait,
great.
does he not realize that? I think I remember. I could be wrong, and maybe we'll look at this. But this, is there? Can we find the video? Not it. I thought it would maybe be in the recommended. I think the reason why he couldn't rate them wasn't because he was afraid to rate them or whatever is the implication here. The reason why is because they didn't do enough. Like, they just kind of existed. They just kind of were breathing air, and then they got that. There was nothing to rate. Like, they just were existing in the general vicinity of police officers.
Great channel. First of all, it's a fucking fantastic channel. They do Cop Watch. It's brilliant. They have a Cop Watch channel with 2 million followers, okay? Arguably a necessary public service. Because God forbid these motherfuckers, you know, God forbid they get any kind of thing, any kind of pushback whatsoever, you know?
Wait. All right. It's enough brainwashing from that.
On June 15th, 2022, a Racine County Sheriff's deputy was monitoring traffic when they observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed in Racine, Wisconsin. The deputy's laser unit displayed a speed of 43 miles per hour in a posted 30-mile-per-hour zone.
We're going to be at the mobile gas station off
Does that count as high rate of speed?
The driver was identified as 31-year-old Kelly Zeminski and the passenger as 37-year-old Joshua Zeminski. Upon approaching the vehicle, the deputy noticed 4 children in the back seat when the vehicle only had 3 seatbelts in the back.
Oh my God.
What does that plate come back to? Hi.
Why is he pulling us over?
Can you roll down this back window? Hi guys.
It's showing a gray Chrysler 300.
So I'm Deputy Buell from Racine County Sheriff's Office. I pulled you over for your speed. You know how fast you're going? What? So 44 and a 30. Copy, thank you. Definitely going to take that report and dispute it because that's not what I...
Wow, dude, this angle is perfect. You can see her face. This angle from the cop has given us is perfect.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. You can give me the ticket. Oh, that's just my insurance stuff. Yeah, I need your driver's license. Who's the registered owner?
I am.
You're the registered owner?
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my plates to come in the mail, but my registration, where's my, oh, I gave her my title.
The what?
I gave my title to his mom.
What's our car?
The registration.
I gave it to her. It's in the goddamn hand.
Okay, sounds good. So you're Kelly?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license?
I gave it to her.
She's looking
For your ID.
Oh, no, I don't have an ID on
Okay. You,
She has a license. I don't need to give you my name.
you just said it's your car.
It's my
It's her car. I never said it was my car. It's her car. I'm her
my
husband.
car.
I don't know why you're being so argumentative with me.
Because I have to go to work.
Right.
I don't have time for this.
You're going to work with all the kids?
We're going
or no?
home.
I'm taking them home and then I'm going to work. I work at 8 p.m. I have to shower and stuff. I took my kids to the beach because that's what we do on holidays.
Okay. All right. How old are the kids?
How does that, man?
Don't know.
You don't know the age of your own
We have a lot of kids. Is this shit necessary? Right? Let's take this one.
Right.
Arrest, you're on at the Riverview Manor, 580 Madison.
When did you buy the car?
A life alert alarm.
What?
Contact was made.
A month ago?
Would you like me to call the guy that's over
Feeling
to us?
nauseous and kidney
No.
pain, jumping ahead in the
I didn't
front.
ask you to do that. Do you have that stuff? Do you have any weapons in the car you know about?
No.
No? Okay. Any drugs in the car?
No.
No? No marijuana?
No.
No cocaine? No
When I
heroin?
said no to drugs, that's a no.
Okay.
There's no alcohol, no guns, no weapons, no knives, no drugs, no weed. I got some prescription pills.
Don't reach for anything. Okay? You guys are just being argumentative, and that's a little
You're
weird.
asking a bunch of fucking questions that ain't shit. You pulled her over for speeding.
So
you
hold
have her
on.
name, you see her insurance.
So hold on, just to be clear, I think it is fair for these people to be argumentative, but I also think it is fair for the cop to be thorough. Because if they are speeding in a car full of kids, where even one of the kids cannot be properly seatbelted, yeah, that's some pretty shitty parenting. So I think it's fine for the cop to be like probing, but I also think that these people are okay for being upset at them.
And you're still questioning how old are my kids, this and that.
Well,
Like-
I only ask because they have to be in car seats, and there's 4 of them in a 3-person seat.
Okay, I got a car seat in the trunk. Can you
Okay.
put a car seat in this kind of car and fit all these kids in here comfortably?
Well, you don't have the space to fit
Obviously
in the back
not.
seat.
That's why the car seat
So
ain't
it's
in here.
illegal.
Then light
Yeah,
up.
I was gonna say, like, he's like, what? I can't fit all of my kids in this car comfortably with car seats? Nigga, that's not anybody else's problem but you. That's your problem. That's nobody else's problem but yours. Like, that's your problem. Sell this piece of shit and buy like a minivan then.
I take it for that too.
Okay, so do these kids?
No, she's gonna-
You just have the one seat then, or
I got booster seats at home.
okay?
And I got a car seat.
Are those your kids?
They're
or?
all my kids.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you?
I don't need to give you my ID.
Yes, you do.
No,
They're
I
your
don't. By law.
5'9". Can I have a cover? They're being argumentative.
You're gonna get arrested. Just give her your fucking.
I don't have an ID on me. I said it 5 fucking times. My name is Joshua Zeminski. I tried to give her my prescription pills, had my name on it. But by law, she told me, by law, you have a driver's license. I don't
40
have
is
to give her
fine.
my ID. I wasn't driving. You have a license.
How do you spell your first name, sir?
Joshua.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua. Your middle initial.
Joseph. J.
J. Your last name.
Zeminski. Z-I-M-I-N. That's your name.
Zeminski.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your date of birth?
Joshi is being
Like to see
dumb.
my prescription pills from the doctor. Yes,
They're fine.
Oh, no, I took them out.
You gave me your name. I don't need to see your prescription.
I'm frustrated. I got a lot of shit going on. Fucking, I don't got time to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you guys just stay in the car for me? All right. I'll be right back. Thank you. They're being extremely argumentative. She said I didn't pull her over for speed.
Again, it's realistic why they're being argumentative. I don't think I would hope that people aren't argumentative with cops, because I think that makes the situation worse for everybody. But like, dude, I could imagine like just wanting to go do some shit with your kids, and then you're going through and you're just trying to fucking go about your day, and then some cops pull you over for some shit that you think is stupid but is very valid, which is speeding with kids in the back, and one of those kids can't even be properly seated. All right, need to buy a new fucking car instead of having whatever the hell car you want because it makes you feel cool. You need to, get a car that can accommodate your children. But yeah, I could understand them being frustrated.
Would you stop
For speed.
Call for some lights. True. We have 174 viewers and only 72 likes. I imagine we could pull it up to 120 likes. I imagine we could get it up to 120 likes if you would like to like the stream. It actually helps a lot to boost the algorithm, to get more eyes on the stream, more people into the stream. YouTube has been juicing live streams in order to be competitive with Twitch.tv. That's the reason why. They want to be the competitive live streaming platform, so whenever you interact with the stream, like the stream, talk even in the chat, whatever it is, sub, anything, it juices the stream to other people through the algorithm. Because YouTube really wants to be competitive. I like YouTube. I think it's a great platform. I like it a lot more because there is native growth. There is no native growth on Twitch. You need to hope that some fucking large streamer hosts you or raids you. But on YouTube, I can grow organically, and I really like that. I think it's a really, really great system that YouTube has got going for it. So you would like to see me grow on YouTube, then put a like on the video. It helps tremendously. Okay? It helps tremendously. Looks like there's roughly 28 of you that have liked the stream since the call out. Thank you to the 28 people that did that, but yeah.
3 and a 30. So she was argumentative right off the start. And then there's 4 kids in the back seat and no car seats. There's a 3-person seat back there.
This is the Josh Zeminski from the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. I think he shot his gun in the air. No way it is. I don't believe it.
So.
What's their problem?
I don't know. They're gonna write me tickets for the 2 kids that are young enough to be car thieves, right? But the other 2 are. Okay. Well, you still, like I said, you still have.
We're up to 113 likes. If we get 7 more likes, that'd be push us to 120. I could appreciate, though, that it was 43 of you now. 43 of you that have liked the stream. 43 of you. Thank you.
Hey, don't write me tickets for all 4. That's only 2. Gotcha. Hey, don't want us to smell like.
Too bad we don't have a canine. Too bad we don't have a canine.
Kelly and Joshua have an extensive criminal record, but they are mainly known for their involvement in the Kenosha protests and riots in August.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! It actually is them! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit!
August 2020. Both were seen starting fires and blocking law enforcement vehicles during the riots, as well as Joshua firing a gunshot in the air.
I didn't think it was actually him! Yo! Josh Zeminski! Big Josh!
Side window's pretty dark too.
Oh yeah, they're like the same color. You can't see inside at all. And then when I first stopped him, I didn't even approach the car. He's hanging out the window. Why'd you stop us? Yada yada yada.
Negative. It was a making case. We got the information from Walmart.
She can't drive with all 4 kids in the car like that, so I guess she can't go anywhere either.
No, we're on a traffic stop. Oh. What? What for what?
How long does it take to make some tickets?
To what?
How long does it take just to make some tickets?
As long as it needs to. I said, how long does it take to write some tickets? I said, as long as it needs to.
Can you go test their tent? Thank you.
Which window?
The front and the back.
Is it common for Americans to travel around without ID? I think so.
Can you roll up your front window a little bit?
Can I roll up my window?
Yeah, can you roll it up just
Oh, God, the fucking 10 meter. What?
All right, that's good.
Tell us,
Full. $51 front, 4 back.
Kelly was cited for excessive tinting, operating under suspension of registration, and violation of child safety restraint. Second offense. Joshua was also cited for violation of child safety restraint. Second offense.
Damn.
Okay. So, a couple things here. You got your citation for the violation of child safety restraint. which, looking through your history, this is the second offense for you. So you got one for that. You, sir, got the other one for the second child. So you got a citation as well. Okay. And then your registration is suspended due to two unpaid parking tickets in the city of Racine. So you got a citation for that.
How is my registration suspended when I just registered the car like a week ago?
I don't know. You'll have to work that out with Racine. It just says it's suspended due to
you
unpaid parking
tickets. Tell him to
tickets.
pay his motherfucking shit, because I ain't
Okay.
doing it.
And then you got another one for excessive rear window tinting, because this is at 4%.
By law, it's 35% in Wisconsin, and I see you need it at 54.
The front one.
The back said 50. 4. Can I see it again?
Sure, that's fine. So you don't have to go to court for these if you don't want to. But if you'd like to, your court time's going to be July 21st at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, okay? So I'll give you these. I put your ID in there, and then this is his.
Here, babe.
Yep.
All right. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay. You can't drive because they don't have proper restraints.
I have my sister on her way with another. I'm going to get my car seat out of the trunk after y'all leave because I don't trust not to get tased. And my sister's on the way with a police sister.
Okay, sounds good. Take care.
They were both considered guilty due to a no contest plea and owe $700 in citations.
Good.
Jesus.
Thank you.
About 2 months later, they were both charged with numerous felonies for allegedly attempting to rob a Kenosha man at knife point. Both are currently being held on a $100,000 cash bond.
Man, damn.
Want to represent Code Blue Cam? Check.
God damn, bro.
Okay. Hello.
We're going to take you off the aircraft.
Where'd you at?
Yep, you're going to have to get off the aircraft,
yeah,
okay?
and you're out there,
Yep.
and I compliment you in that way.
But she's a representative of the aircraft. They don't want you flying on their plane today, okay? So you're going to have to get off the
After they
aircraft.
made us wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, that's the way it is, but right now I'm going to
And
need you...
that's fine, and I will respect that.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to grab your bag and just
And
step
I did
off
not
the
do
aircraft.
anything, actually. Disrespect.
We'll talk about it outside.
Disruptive, besides speak my mind.
Okay.
And you know what? I live in America, and that's what fucking America's about.
Calm down.
No, you know
Listen
that.
to me. Grab your bag.
You know
Dude, she is fucking hopped up, bro.
that. You know that.
Give me another unit on the plane, please.
If you are ever going to put your hands on me.
Grab your bag.
No, I will grab my bag. But you know I'm going to sit here and say what I have to say to you.
Listen, no one's going to put their hands on you unless you
All right,
have to.
yeah, you
Grab
won't.
your bag and
yeah,
just step
yeah,
off
you
the
won't.
Okay, but I need you to get up.
No. You
Okay?
need me to get up? You may need me to get up, but you
You
know
need
what
me
I
to get
feel
up?
my need to do as a person? Just like Jesus motherfucking Christ.
You need to calm down.
No, I'm gonna do what I need to do.
down.
I'm gonna say what I need to do, and if you're gonna do whatever you feel you need to
Okay.
do to me, right?
You
So
ready?
I'm gonna say what I have meant to say.
Yeah.
No, to everybody.
Stand up, man.
Everybody is
You're
doing
going to
this.
get arrested if you do not
I'm
stop.
already gonna get arrested.
You're going to get arrested if you don't stand up and get off the aircraft.
Probably already gonna get
If you want to get arrested,
I really
then stand up
honestly-
and get off the aircraft. That's all you have to do.
It's not about that, man.
Okay.
You can
I'm
do
going to ask
your
you one more
duty.
time, and then I'm going to have to put my
But-
hands on you. Okay?
For what reason?
Because
though?
you're not
No, let me
listening.
ask you that. You're gonna put no.
Fly. We're
And
asking you to
that's
step off
fine.
the
that's
flight.
fine. Why do you have a right to put your hands on me, though?
Okay, let's go, Ray.
Come on.
No,
Wait,
why
they're
do you have a right
cops.
to put your hands on
Wait,
me?
they're cops.
Ma'am,
What am
stand
I
up.
doing that makes you feel like you have a right to put your hands on me?
Tell
Seriously,
them to
though,
do
can
it.
you tell me
Bolt
that?
is on
Can
CD.
you just help me to understand as a
I have
as
a feeling it's
human
coming off
that is
cooldown soon.
alive? Why do you? Seriously, though.
Yep. Get them
Like,
off.
seriously.
When you really think about it, what gives you the right as a human to do that to another human?
Why? Can you just tell me that? Like, I'm actually asking you as a
At this
person.
point, here's what's happening. They're going to deplane the aircraft. I'm going to take you off the
That was
plane,
already happening. Don't.
and you're going to jail. Just so
No,
you
that
know.
was already happening.
It won't
though.
happen
Okay.
if you get up and walk out with me right now.
Yeah.
But if you're not
I
going
don't
to,
trust
Yeah.
that.
Right now, they're going to deplane. As soon as they deplane, you're going to jail, okay? If you do not get up. That's how it's going to work.
Do you see how that's a threatening system?
That's the way it is,
It's
man.
not cool.
Are you
I
gonna-
want to trust you. You want to trust me? That's not healing. We're not healing.
We're not healing.
Get off the plane.
We're not
Can I trust
healing.
you to not?
Talk about your crystals next.
I feel like you're still
Let's go. Off the plane. Grab your stuff. Grab your stuff.
Are
Get
you
off the
gonna?
aircraft.
Can I trust you?
Listen, have I touched you yet? I'm trying to get you off the aircraft. That's all we're trying to do.
The dread,
a control
yes.
situation. If I get off the plane, you said you wouldn't arrest me. So you as a cop should have to honor that. Right? No, you should though. You should have to honor that. That's my right.
Go talk to the captain and tell him we need to remove her.
It really is though. That's my rights. Like you need to. We're getting to the point where you're not respecting my human rights as a constitution. That's not cool. I didn't do anything.
Jesus Christ, this nigga's forearms are huge.
Did anything to? No, man. That's not okay, dude. That's not okay. You know it.
29 Central, 10:15.
Why did you have 10:15 at 10:45? You're everything.
Get over here. Up against the wall. You're going to be placed in handcuffs, okay?
I see your phone. I didn't do anything wrong.
Human's gonna human.
No, you really didn't. I talked back to you and I was calm. And you honestly
Doggy!
me for a moment and then you didn't.
Leave your hands there.
Why did you do that? Like that. You didn't have to do that like that. It didn't have to be like that.
Come with me.
I wasn't doing it.
Come with me.
No.
Look at that, look at that, what a good boy.
This shit is fucked up and you are a part of this system. You too, you looked at me. I saw you look at me in my eyes. That's not real, man. That's
Just grab her back.
The late ult.
Yeah,
Is she
yeah,
ulting now? I can't tell.
not real, man. Walked out and you
Bumper.
Let's go. This way. This way.
She's on something. Man, that would fucking suck to miss your flight, have to get a new one. Oh my god. Because you're probably not getting refunded for that shit.
You said if I got up.
Stop.
No. Why would I stop when you lie to me? How is anyone gonna stop anything when you lie to them?
You had your chance, ma'am.
I had my chance. You didn't even give me a chance. I looked at you in your eyes and I knew you were lying to me. No. Don't. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. That's fine. No. That was the resistance that you felt. No.
I asked you 5 times to get off that plane.
Dude, you're better than that. I saw you outside before I even came in with your mask off. No. You're better than that. That's not cool. That's not cool, dude. It's really not. It's really not. I am not a person hurting anybody. I'm a person hurting. This is
Fake radio sounds.
That's not okay. You're gonna fucking arrest me for what? What are you arresting me
Interference with flight operations and trespass.
Not cool.
That's what you're getting arrested for. Okay?
You know I'm furious right now.
Yes, we are.
You want to take it to the other side?
We're just gonna pat her
I
down.
have a fucking cat and you know, dude, like, what?
Right, to make sure
He's
you're
gonna pat
recording
you
your
down.
stance for me, please, all right?
What? I didn't do anything. You're mad. This system is fucked and you give me all the reasons to keep saying it like that. Like, in the eyes you give me, you do. Like, really, all of you, you know you're fighting for a system that isn't just to you all. You do. You know that. You know that. You really do. And if you don't, then that's just fucked up. I'm like,
Hey, have a seat. Watch your head. Yeah, it's been a lot of talk. I had to pull her
Beautiful
off the
transition.
aircraft, so I don't know how she's going to act now, but she's been chirping the whole time, so we'll see. How it
Chirping.
goes.
You sexist.
All right. Now you step out. Are you going to comply with everybody?
No, with you too, yes. Not with you, because you're a liar.
Okay.
No, he said the reason he has me arrested right now is why you looked at me in my eyeballs. I looked at you outside of the plane before I ever went in there. You didn't have masks on. No, can I say something before anybody takes me out so that I can just say what I have to say? And then I can say what I have to say, and then that's... I will do what y'all want.
Somebody fix her shirt.
I'm gonna do because I'm here now.
Oh, okay.
No, it's... I don't get... It doesn't matter about that. What matters is that you have an unjust officer that's abusing his power, and you need to know that, Timothy.
Hey. Can I
RSW, my mother's a social...
She reminds me of Ezra Miller. Does anybody remember when Ezra Miller was getting arrested? What is it? I'm a transgender non-binary. I'm transgender non-binary. That's what it reminds me of. It's like I'm getting the same vibes.
And you're about to like really, because you made eye contact with me before I ever got on that plane. You acknowledged the fact that you weren't wearing a mask.
It's like the same speech
pattern. And then you
pattern.
got on the plane, and then you made eye contact with me, and then you manipulated the situation. No, that's what happened. Like, I'm sorry, that's what happened.
Didn't watch his arrest?
I know the...
Pretty interesting.
Here, let me get your temperature at least.
Anybody?
No? Yeah?
Where's he gonna take
No, I'm not complaining, you guys. Y'all just... And, oh, you think he's cute? Oh, yeah, I thought he was cute, too. I looked in his eyeballs, and I thought he looked into my eyeballs, and then he abused that.
Hello.
What?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Hey. This is an
interference with flight operations.
Seriously, please just get somebody.
Her name is...
What's your name?
Gabrielle?
I don't want to tell you anything to you. I don't want to say that I am being arrested for things that are unjust. I was on an airplane. I was doing nothing. I was speaking my mind. I should not be arrested right now, man.
But right now, we have to follow procedures, and we'll get to the bottom.
Is this Mr. Girl's ex?
You're not following my right?
Somebody said this
institutional procedures, okay? But I need to follow your procedures, right?
Step out. Take your leg out.
Can I have your name, please, first? Can we just adopt something that makes me want to be safe? Why can I not be safe?
Hey,
Why is this like this? This is not my human right. Stop. I would relax if you would let me. You're not.
Is she good?
Well, this is the most replayed, boys. Is this going to be Coomer shit?
Ma'am.
Why does it sound like he's got like flip-flops on? Boop, 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 boop.
Ma'am, I'll say if they ask you to leave, you have to leave.
My money's in this bank, and I'm going to take it out.
Well, then you have to
And
abide by the
after I do
rules,
that,
and you have to have a mask on.
This is a state.
It's not. Businesses have the right to refuse service, even if you're not wearing a
That's
mask.
why I'm
That's their
taking
choice.
my money out.
Awesome. Well, you need to go and get a mask and then take your money out. You're not allowed to do.
I've been waiting here
Ma'am,
for about 10
listen,
minutes.
we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way.
What are you going to do, arrest me?
Yes, for intruding on premises.
That's hilarious.
That's it.
What are you going to do, arrest me? Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah, and you believe in it.
I believe in it.
Do you believe in this?
The laws, yes.
The law says that I do not have to wear a mask.
You can, not in public,
My
but you're not in public.
rights.
You're not in public.
Yes.
I'm not going to argue with you about this. This is not a public place.
I'm
This is a
next in
private
line.
business.
I'm gonna do
No,
my
you're not.
business.
We're going to go outside.
Are you serious?
Do I look like I'm kidding?
Well, I don't know, because
Let's walk
obviously
outside.
you've got some issues.
I've got issues.
That you're taking away
Okay.
people's human rights.
Okay. I'll say let's go
Oh, now
outside.
is
Let's
he
go
going to
outside.
shoot me, people? Is
No.
he going to shoot me for trying not to breathe?
Cool.
Come on, dude.
Don't do that. Oh no.
Do not touch me. Who do you
He is getting a bit razzled over some shit.
back up.
This is
Some old
cathartic,
lady is
but-
getting handcuffed here. Yeah, people. Ow.
God damn, this guy's being a little bit aggro, but this woman is trying to abuse the fuck out of the fact that she was a woman. If she was a man, she definitely would have gotten tased there. 100%. That's the
Put your hands behind your back. Say, you don't stop resisting. Stop.
Are you gonna? Is anybody gonna like get real here? Really?
Relax.
No one's gonna get real. Wow.
Come on.
Oh, you're gonna smash my head to the ground now? Now you're smashing my arm into my private area?
Your private area?
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back.
My hand is behind my back, sir.
This one. Turn over on your stomach. Put your hand behind your back. Relax.
I'm totally relaxed. You're the one.
No, you are not relaxed. Not relaxed at all.
Right here, people. No, it's not. Wow, what a bunch of sheep. Okay, I hope someone's filming this. You're hurting me.
Oh, I'm filming it.
This is like
Yeah,
this is
okay.
like cutting me.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand yourself up.
Ooh, now this, now that's gonna be difficult to do. You gotta find a way to help her out up there. That's, to get up like this, now that's gonna hurt your back. It's gonna just fuck something up.
Suggest, sir, I am like a 65-year-old woman here.
Okay.
What
Sit
are
up.
you doing?
Stand up.
Ayúdame, por favor.
Stand up.
Ayúdame, por favor.
Are you trying to speak Spanish to people?
I do speak Spanish.
Okay, well, stand up.
Are you trying to speak Spanish to
Are
people?
you
What are
happy
you
now?
doing?
I'm not happy. You
Okay, stand up.
refuse to-
Stand up.
I refuse to listen to the...
Come on.
You know what? I think
She's
you
getting
broke
your
my
stuff.
foot.
Come on.
I think you broke my freaking foot.
Okay, I'll call.
And that's my business over there.
Yeah, she's going to pick it up.
Wow. Not wearing a mask, people. This is what they do to you.
Slow everybody down.
Okay, I've got my dog in my truck.
I got you. I'm 10-4. Send EMS for a 60-year-old white female. She's complaining of foot pain.
Yeah. You
Take a
broke
seat.
my damn foot.
Take a seat.
49, we're out, women. Okay.
Take a seat.
Where's your mask? Where's your mask?
6 feet away from you.
Oh, well, I was 6 feet away from those people
All
in
right,
there, too.
in there. Get inside.
Come on, you guys.
Get
Let's get
inside.
real.
Jesus Christ, could you imagine moving through life where you're even allowed to be this entitled? Could you imagine what kind of life you needed to live to even be allowed to be this entitled? Like, how do you get this old and you can stay this way?
You probably put yourself in the position to let them do that.
That's a typical man. Typical.
Typical man.
To say that.
Ma'am, no weapons on you or anything like that?
No, here.
No, that's okay. Stand up for me, please.
No.
I'll just make sure you don't have any weapons on you.
Look, I don't even have
I don't know.
pockets.
Turn around. I don't want to touch
I don't
you.
have pockets.
Great. Under arrest for battery.
I didn't do
You're under
anything.
arrest
No,
for
when you spit on
battery?
people, that's battery.
No, I did not. Listen, he verbally abused me.
Well, that doesn't give you the right to spit on him. Guess what? You verbally abused me as soon as I got here. Did I spit on you?
No.
You're under arrest for
Don't
battery.
do
No, you're definitely doing it.
Dude, fucking destroyed. Absolutely obliterated, bro.
Purse.
Yeah, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Can
Let's
I
go.
take my purse?
Absolutely. Come on.
Oh,
Dude, destroyed in the fucking, the goddamn, what is it? The arena of facts and I forget what the way it's fucking slipped. What is it? I don't know. I don't remember what it is.
please don't. No,
Oh,
don't
no,
hurt
you're
me,
definitely
though.
going to jail. Let's go.
The arena of, what is it? I don't remember what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Can I leave my car here?
That's absolutely fine. Sure.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
10:15.
Officer, this is unbelievable.
Let's go.
Yeah, the
Unbelievable.
marketplace, my bad.
Unbelievable.
The marketplace
Well,
of,
I'll get a good attorney.
God bless you.
Yep. God bless me. God, because I'm a Christian.
Christians don't talk like you.
No, but you know what? I
no.
just went through. Can I put that in my purse, please?
I need to
Will you
collect
put-
your property. You are a prisoner now. I need to collect your
I've
belongings.
never been a prisoner.
Well, you are tonight.
Please.
Dude, this guy is so Chad.
You are a prisoner now. I need to collect your
I've
belongings.
never been a prisoner.
Well, you are tonight.
God damn.
Please
No,
don't.
no, you're going to jail.
Please don't.
Open your hand. What is this?
It's my Kleenex.
Okay,
For
so
my nose.
let it go.
Well, can you give me a Kleenex? Officer, please help me.
Just they said it is our prosecution. They
That's
said
a
no,
bit
no?
harsh. Nah, dude, if you spit on somebody, that's disgusting. You can give them diseases and shit. Wasn't there some guy that got like AIDS in his eye because some dude spit on him?
Because they told me yes.
They told me no, it's not.
Confirm for me
Please
or
don't do this. Please.
I didn't do anything.
How about you just stand there and stop talking? How about we do that? How about we do that? That doesn't give you an excuse to act the way that you're acting. None. Just stop talking.
You guys can leave. We'll take care of it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys have a good one.
This officer saw me last night. I've been having a lot happening in my life. You really think that's going to happen?
With a simple
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now you're sorry, huh?
Can you apologize?
All right, I can't watch the end of this. I do have to go. I have like 20 minutes before I have to go to a doctor's appointment for my mom. Yeah, I got a very short period of time before I have to be out there. So I do have to go. I am sorry. All right. Thank you guys for watching the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe same time, maybe a little bit earlier, who knows, but it probably won't be too much later if it is later. I usually like to go live 3.5 hours or sooner, earlier than what time it is right now. So 3.5 hours earlier than what time it is right now. Okay? You guys have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you hanging out on the stream. Sorry it was a short stream today. Like I said, I have to go to a doctor's appointment for my mom. You guys have a safe one. See you later.